What is going on, everybody, man? It is LFR Jojo, and today we're reacting to the 5/1/21/25. This was a Fox News break that they had today, where Jessica Tarlov had to be presumably removed from set from getting into an insane altercation, whether verbal or physical, with Gutfield. If you guys don't know, I don't know who Jessica Tarlov is. I've never actually heard of her name before, and I don't know who Greg Gutfield is. I'm going to try to remain as unbiased as possible in this. Let's not waste any more time and get right into it.
I mean, this is testament to how well he was prepared going in.
Well, first of all, when you listen to those left-wing progressive, hosts and talking heads, do they not understand what happened on November 5th? Do they not understand that everything the president was talking about as he signed those executive orders were promises that he made during the campaign, that he said he would do and that he is in the process of delivering? Do they not understand how unprecedented this country is in terms of, the border disaster, in terms of the lack of law and order, what it needs to get this country back on track? I mean, Joe Biden was probably, to me, one of the worst presidents in history. He allowed an invasion of the border. They shut us up for 2 years by saying, we are people, we're xenophobes. We don't want other people coming into this country. Therefore, don't say it's an invasion. It's exactly what it was. They were unvetted. They came in, they committed crimes. We're not allowed to keep numbers on them because secretaries of state and other state officials will not.
To be fair, it was kind of an invasion. I'm not even going to lie. It was kind of an invasion.
Give us that information. And now what you've got are these people saying it's terrible. And Jay Johnson saying if it's not broke, don't fix it. Is the border not broke? Is law and order not broke in this country? And finally, let me just say, I love a president who can go from church in the morning to all kinds of ceremonies and inauguration, and then go to the arena, sign these orders, and then go to every
joining us.
ball
Make sure you like
and
subscribe.
Be out there and be responsive to the press and invite them into the Oval Office. It's like, this is my home. Come on in. I'm signing laws for you. They're crazy on the left.
Speaking of, Jessica, we'll go to you next. What is your favorite, if you had to pick one, executive order?
My favorite as a Democrat or my favorite as an American?
I don't see why you should differentiate.
Well, because there is some partisanship going on in all of this. And
so
there are
you
points
admit that some partisanship is un-American?
I think to some degree, of course. I think
thank you.
There is some consensus to be had in this. And, like the back to work policy that will penalize some people that I think have legitimate reason to need to work from home. And hopefully they'll be able to make their case, whether that's they, taking care of a loved one, they maybe have moved during the pandemic and are still doing their job effectively. But I think it's a good thing that people are in their office. I think that makes sense.
It's a good pick.
I think some of the DEI programs went too far, and everyone has accepted that in the public and the private sector, right? You have a huge surge of roles in companies, large and small, after the murder of George Floyd, and a lot of them have just quietly gotten rid of them even before it was clear that Donald Trump was going to win again. So I think that we can talk about things like that. I think you can even talk about the EV mandate. All of the automakers who share the same aspirations and goals.
So this is my first time actually meeting or hearing Jessica Tarlov. She doesn't sound that bad. I mean, she's making a lot of sense here. I'm assuming she is a Democratic spokesperson. I don't know what exactly she does, but so far she doesn't sound insane. I mean, seems pretty reasonable. Let's continue.
As former President Biden have said, we're not going to make our targets. So obviously we need to reassess that to some degree. But when the judge says, this is what the people voted for, some of it they absolutely did not. And Donald Trump promised that he would bring your costs down right away. And he revoked Biden's policy to lower prescription drug prices or to make it so Medicare can't negotiate itself for prescription drug prices. That's not cool.
Where is that? Where is that?
It's look in the list.
Well, show me.
Well, what do you mean?
There's a lot more to that issue, but yeah.
Okay. Did
she just make that up? Guys, did she just make up something on live TV? And I'm not trying to say she did something she didn't do, but they kind of said, where is that? She couldn't really answer that question. She could have answered that question. I would assume if you had issues with what Donald Trump did, I would have it ready. Like it was right here, this line right here. That's a little interesting, but let's continue.
American people on November 5th vote for 1,660 Afghans who are being resettled here, have gone through the government process, people who helped us during the war in Afghanistan, which is translators, risking their lives. People are on target lists for the Taliban. They had their flights canceled.
The answer is yes, they did vote
no,
for
they
it.
didn't.
Yes, they
didn't.
did.
If you sat there.
Yes, they did.
No, they
Sorry,
didn't.
Trump did not hide any of this
That's
from
not
anyone.
true.
And that's
And
the
you-
difference.
You guys sat here and you argued that the Afghanistan withdrawal was one of the worst atrocities in foreign policy, that we left people behind, not only American service members and Americans who are still living, the American service members who passed away tragically and the ones who are still living, but the people that helped us for years during that war. And now you say, oh, it's fine that their flights are just canceled?
No, I didn't say
Did
it's
they?
fine. I'm saying that Americans voted for it. That's the difference. I don't have
Did-
to say it's fine.
did
I'm
you-
just telling you the reality.
Did you vote to revoke birthright citizenship for the children of people who are here legally?
Do you understand what that means?
Yeah, I do.
They're really arguing about this, man. This is very, very passionate. I would say, objectively, people did technically vote for this. I don't think Donald. Here's my thing. People have to make their mind up. Does Donald Trump an idiot who talks too much and doesn't know how to control his mouth, or is he secretive, manipulative dictator, manipulative, whatever? I'm having a tongue tie. Is he using manipulation tactics, and is he a dictator who likes to hide what he does, or is he a loudmouth idiot bird brain president? Which one is it? You have to pick a side. I feel as though people jump ship when it becomes convenient all the time. For example, in this discussion, you're saying that he hid everything he wanted to do. However, in other discussions from Democratic pundits, it's he says too much. He's so unprofessional. If you're gonna say something, then say it. Like, pick a side. Just you keep switching up. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Is he both? Does he wake up one day? Is he a dictator, and the next day he's like a secret spy who hides all his agendas? I don't know. I would just say this. I don't think Donald Trump's the type of person to hide what he wants to do. He's very outspoken. So hiding his agendas just doesn't go along with who he is.
Tell me about it. Tell me what birthright citizenship meant.
Well, I think when Donald Trump was talking about it and disparaging people over here, he was talking about undocumented people who come and drop their anchor babies. He wasn't talking about people who are here on student visas, people who are here on H-1B visas.
You're always going to choose this weird exception.
No,
the fact is the
it's
system
not
is being
weird.
gamed. Americans voted for Donald Trump because they saw these systems, these institutions being gamed. The asylum issue, the birthright citizen
Address what I'm
issue,
saying, though.
Title IX issues. Every single part of society was being gamed by the left. And finally, Americans got pushed too far. The point is, you don't have to like everything in the restaurant to like the restaurant. There are things, I go to a restaurant, I don't eat any seafood, but I like that restaurant because it's got steak. There are things that Trump will do that I will disagree with, but the entire package is as close as you're going to get to what Americans want. Trump is redefining basically what a human being can do in 24 hours. It's incredible. He did more in a day than Biden did in his damn career, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. He had 3 balls last night. That's 3 more than Adam Kinzinger. The guy hasn't slept in 2 days. I mean, the thing is, it's amazing. It's possible. It is possible. Donald Trump could complete his presidency in 3 months.
Right.
And then he could just say, you know what?
Is that a promise?
I'm gonna coast.
Yeah, he goes, you know what, JD, you take it from here. I think I did everything I could do. It's incredible. And by the way, you brought up, and you said it was a good thing, you know, the fact that like these people have to go back to work, but then you mentioned all these challenges they have. Well, welcome to America. Every single one of us has a challenge, but yet we come to work. I'm not going to pay for their porn addiction. If they want to sit home in front of Pornhub and go, I have chronic fatigue syndrome. You know what? Everybody in America could stay home because they have a sick loved one or a baby, but they aren't. They're coming to work. They should go. I'm glad that he got rid of the appointees. I need work around the house. I pay well.
Greg's hiring.
But I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm not done. I got to bring up the Nazi hoax thing.
Oh, he's going off. He's going off. I don't know what she said. I don't know what exactly she said to piss him off this much. Hey guys, I don't know who he is. I really don't. I have no idea who. I'm assuming he is definitely Republican. Definitely Republican. She's Democratic. He snapped at her so aggressively. I don't know how she's going to respond with this, but I'm excited to get into it.
Because we all know this is BS. And yet the media is redefining losing every single day. Day one, they say Elon Musk made a Nazi salute.
Right.
And I'm beginning to think, they know they're lying. So why are they doing this? Because they realize they cannot rebuild their credibility.
I heard about that salute. Here's my thing. I know a little bit about Elon Musk. He's just he hasn't shown any signs of being a Nazi. And not to say he is or he isn't, because I don't know the guy. He might have woken up one day and decided to do that. But I'll say this. Elon Musk has Asperger's. I have family members who have Asperger's. And when you have autism, you have tics. That's what happens. You do things that people deem as abnormal or unorthodox. Elon Musk has been very open about having autism. He's always been a little socially awkward. People know this. I feel as though people are taking advantage of his tics and trying to paint it as a way where he is a harsh, malicious Nazi at this point. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm just going off of my personal experience because I have family who has autism. But to say he's a Nazi, it just seems very, no pun intended, very right-wing, very, very, very far field. It just seems very strange to say he is. But what do I know?
You're like a fat guy on death row. What's the point in dieting? You're already dead.
Looking forward to that last meal. Dana Perino, your thoughts?
I just add a couple of things. So one of the things President Trump was doing was not creating new policy. He was getting rid of policies that Biden had put in place that people said they didn't want. And the ending DEI was 70%. So they supported that. Ending the EV mandates, that was 70%. Finishing the border wall and deportation, 70%. Now, they might not have gotten there without Joe Biden's broken border policy. That might have been a lower number, but that's where they were on election day. Getting men out of women's sports, that was like an 80-20 issue, maybe even more. And so it wasn't so much that there was like, oh, here's a brand new policy. It was like, here's all these things that you said, America, you did not like for the last 4 years, and how I'm going to be able to make it better.
All right. Like Greg said, you don't have to like everything on the restaurant menu. You just have to like a few things, and you'll patronize the place day after day.
I will not spend my money there.
Okay, we'll see about that. President Trump expected to speak at any moment from the White House. But up next, what a difference a president makes.
You guys see how she just didn't come back to set? She just completely gave up on being on set. I think they were a little too mean to her. I feel like it just was a little too aggressive for her maybe in this moment. I'm not even trying to be patronizing. I'm being 100% honest. I think it was just too much for her. They pointed out laws, or they pointed out things that she claimed existed. They said, can you show us? People were saying Elon Musk didn't do a salute. I didn't say he did do a salute. I didn't watch the speech. I don't know what people are referring to. I'm just referring to Elon Musk in general. He has autism. I know people who have autism. I don't think he did anything along those lines because he's never done anything along those lines. That's nothing he's done. I mean, I could watch the speech right now. Let's see what people are referring to. A salute. I'm trying to find it. If you guys can find a link to the salute, let me know. I'm going to try to find this. Post inauguration celebration number 1. Let's see. Okay, I think I did find it. This should be a good one. People are saying he did some type of salute. Let's see about that. I don't think he did, but
what victory feels like. Yeah.
So far, he seems extremely excited. He just seems excited. He's a little socially awkward because he has autism. He literally has autism. I don't know what people want. He just seems excited. Okay, I'm gonna continue. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna continue.
And this was no ordinary victory. This was a fork in the road of human civilization. Okay. This you know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important, some are not. But this one this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization.
Okay, so that's what everyone's arguing about. That's the big uproar. Really? Are we being serious? Is that it? Is that it? Hold on, let me rewatch this.
My heart goes out to you.
My heart goes out to you. That's what this can't be it, right? This is what people are arguing about. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna play this one more time because I don't think we're watching the same thing.
But this one this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you. It is thanks to you that the future of civilization is assured. Thanks to you. We're going to have safe cities, finally, safe cities, secure borders, sensible spending, basic stuff. And we're going to take Doge to Mars. I mean, can you imagine how awesome it will be?
Okay, this. I feel really angered by this because I have family who is on the spectrum, who actually have Asperger's, the same as Elon Musk, and I feel like people don't understand autism enough, and rather than learning about it, they make fun of people who have it, or they try to bully people who have it, or make fun of the way they act. And I understand Elon Musk is a little quirky, like he has quirks. I don't know how to pronounce the Q. I'm tripping right now. I have a retainer in. I'm sorry, y'all. But to say that he is a Nazi, he's just different. He's a little strange. He's different. But to say he's a Nazi because, that's ironically an anti-liberal talking point. Very anti-liberal. And I'm very disappointed with people saying that.
To have American astronauts plant the flag on another planet for the first time? Bam! Yeah! How inspiring would that be? You know, there's always problems in life. You know, there's this problem, solve that problem. But you know, there need to be things that inspire you. There need to be things that make you glad to wake up in the morning and say, I'm looking forward to the future. Yeah. I love you guys.
Yeah, I think that was taken completely out of context. I think it was taken 100% out of context. And guys, I didn't watch the clip. I was going off what people were saying. I genuinely thought he did something like that because they were putting his clip beside, or not the clip, but like the picture beside other pictures I'm like, oh, it looks pretty accurate. But when I'm sitting here watching it, I don't even think in the moment I would think something's wrong with it. It wouldn't even cross my mind. Whoever came up with that narrative really, really dislikes Elon Musk, or they really, really dislike Donald Trump. One or the other. I don't even know why they would say that. Elon Musk is a lot of things. You could say he's a crazy billionaire. He's a mad scientist. You could say he's a lot of things. But a Nazi? Jesus Christ. That's interesting. That's insane to me, honestly. Very insane.
So, and let me tell you, I'm gonna work my ass off for you guys. So, I really will. So, and yeah, but I'm super fired up for the future. It's going to be very exciting. As the president said, we're going to have a golden age. It's going to be fantastic. And one of the fundamental things, one of the most American values that I love is optimism. And this feeling like we're gonna make the future good. We're gonna make it good. So, man, I can't wait. This is gonna be fantastic. So thank you again. And
yeah, they're picking on Elon Musk, man. They're definitely picking on him. Definitely picking on him. And it just sucks because I would think adults would understand that people have things about them, especially when you have autism or ADHD, or even someone in the comments that they had Tourette's and people were saying things about them as well. I would think adults would understand it more than anything, but maybe people's bias against you is greater than everything. People would rather be biased against you. They would rather defame your name than do anything. And I'm not saying this because I support Elon Musk. I don't support a lot of things Elon Musk does. I'm gonna be honest. I think he's extremely intelligent, but I don't hate him though. I just don't think much about him. But people to defame him as if he's an evil Nazi is very, very far-field. I don't understand it.
Historic day wasn't just about Donald Trump. Elon Musk's appearance at the inauguration, though a given, still managed to stir heads. Not because of what he said, but more so because of what he did. The tech billionaire was addressing Trump supporters at the Capital One Arena in Washington after the swearing-in ceremony. Exploding with joy, he thanked the crowd for returning Trump to the White House. But what came next sparked massive controversy. Musk thumped his right hand over his heart and extended the same arm above his head with the palm open. The Tesla CEO repeated the motion to those behind him.
This is what victory feels like. Yeah. And this was no ordinary victory. This was a fork in the road of human civilization. Okay. This there are elections that come and go. Some elections are
The loop popularized by Adolf Hitler, who used it to excite crowds and not.
So here he is pushing the narrative that he's doing that Adolf Hitler pose. I feel like people are really liars. People really lie so aggressively. That's pretty impressive how we watch the same clip and you know he has Asperger's, you know he's a little socially awkward, and you still say this. You know what's even crazy? If Elon Musk wasn't known to be socially awkward and he wasn't known to be on the autism spectrum and he did this, then I would say, you know what? It's a little questionable. But everybody knows Elon Musk is on the spectrum. He doesn't hide it. He actually retweeted something today about autism. So the fact that people know this, they know he's on the spectrum, they watched him on stage, they watched the way he moves, and they still say this. Wow, that's crazy.
See, Germany. Democrats grabbed the opportunity to criticize Elon Musk and warned Americans of the darkest days ahead.
I never imagined we would see the day when what appears to be a Heil Hitler salute would be made behind the presidential seal. This abhorrent gesture has no place in our society and belongs in the darkest chapters of human history. I urge all of my colleagues to unite in condemning this hateful gesture for what it is.
Wow. This is crazy. Wow, people are. Wow. They are really defaming him. And I'm watching this live. I did not watch his speech at first. I'm watching everything live. This is crazy. Wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Wow. That's interesting.
Anti-Semitism.
Meanwhile, the SpaceX CEO who will lead President Donald Trump.
In the post, what does that say, y'all? I need to read it. In the past, I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindest party, but they have become the party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them and will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold. Someone in the comments did say that he used to be a Democrat, and now he's a Republican, and now there are kind of dirty campaign smears. This one is very far-fetched, but I would say it's a very sticky one and a very hard one to avoid. I don't know how he will avoid this because some people just think he's a Nazi at this point. They are full-fledged. Elon Musk is a Nazi. They don't think he is a good person at all. That is insane. Wow.
Trump's Department of Government Efficiency has dismissed the criticism. Many social media users came to Elon Musk's rescue, saying it was just an awkward gesture that was misinterpreted. The Anti-Defamation League, an organization that has called out anti-Semitism and has criticized Musk in the past, defended his actions this time around. Meanwhile, historians who specialize in Nazism remain divided.
So the anti-Semitism department defended Musk and people are still calling him a Nazi? I didn't even know they had a department. What in the world? My apologies. The Anti-Defamation League defended Musk. But he also said the anti-Semitism. This is insane. This is a delicate moment. It's a new day. Yes, so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to anxiety. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi salute. But again, we appreciate the people are on edge. Yeah, they're very on edge. That's insane.
Over Musk's apparent salute. And while some claim Elon Musk's gesture was an overt reference to Nazis, others said it was just a socially awkward autistic man's wave to the crowd. Musk's gesture, which has gone viral online at a time when he is already under scrutiny over his support to Germany's far-right AfD party, which is accused of being sympathetic to Nazism. And with the rise of right-wing politics in the United States, it seems to be difficult to rebuff Musk's gesture as an awkward form of humor.
So apparently, wow, you guys know a lot. The Defamation League has a special department for anti-Semitism, and they went on Twitter and defended Elon Musk, and people are still calling him a Nazi. That's crazy. People just hate Trump, and they hate Elon at this point. Wow, that is crazy.
From breaking news to the days.
That is crazy that people would go that far. I understand you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, but wow. Just to say he's a freaking Nazi is insane. I've noticed that a lot of, and I may be wrong here, but on the Democratic side, they're really leading it to throw out those career-ending words such as you're anti-Semitic, or that you are a racist, or you are an idiot. They're very quick to throw these words out. I see it a lot. They said it's not about hating Trump. It's about using heat to control a narrative to gain power. Wow, it might be. I don't know. That sounds accurate to me. I mean, wow, Jesus. But I'm gonna end the live here. Wow, I learned a lot. Nazis were always. I need to study my history. It's crazy. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. My name is LFR Jojo. Peace.